morning, ladies. Welcome to Classical Pilates Fusion. My name is Nina. We're going to start the class standing, and feet are hip distance apart. Let's take a nice stretch all the way to the sky or your ceiling, taking a deep breath in, bringing hands to heart center and exhaling. Another deep breath in, bringing those arms all the way up. Maybe you can reach a little higher, grabbing that big ball of energy, taking it to heart center and exhaling, letting it all go. And then we're going to come up one more time, coming forward to a front forward fold, hinging down, and just letting your back hang. We're only really at our tailbone or coccyx bone now. And let's bring in your hands into some gentle small circles, maybe the size of a tennis ball. We're just waking up that beautiful spine that holds us together. And then reversing those circles. Now let's bring those hands into like the old grandfather clock pendulum, waking up that back. And then hinging up one vertebrae at a time, honoring that spine, rolling the shoulder blades back, opening up that chest. Joseph Pilates used to say, let's crack the walnut. You can feel your shoulder blades, your scapula engaged. Let's bring those arms out to a T. And we're just going to roll those shoulder blades back a little bit, opening that chest, working on our posture and our flexibility, and then reversing those circles. Bring our hands to our hips and just do some gentle neck rolls. A good place that we sometimes hide our stress. And let's come to the back of our mat, and we're going to bring feet are hips width. We're going to bring those arms all the way up again, coming down to our mat and walking it out in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bringing your knees down to the mat, and we're just going to bring it a fusion class to a little bit of gentle yoga. Letting your head hang between your arms and gently bringing that back up into a C curve, into that angry happy cat pose. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling, bringing the belly down towards the neck. Waking up that beautiful back, and it's all the way up again. One more time. All the way up. All right, ladies, we're just going to review a relaxation pose. If anything makes your body angry this morning, or if you need a break, this is called baby back ball. Bringing your knees to your chest, give yourself a nice big hug, and just gently rolling out your spine. So this is a move to keep in your back pocket today. If anything makes your body angry or is not for you. And while we're here, we're just going to come into happy baby now, grabbing those big toes, rolling out your back. Now let's bring our feet flat to the mat, and we're going to roll our shoulder blades back, so we're creating a back connection to the mat, pulling our tummy in, putting our arms long and strong, and we're just going to slowly bring our back all the way up towards the ceiling. And let's just pause a moment and keep this pose. feeling ever so strong today. And then we're going to bring our hips to the right, pelvic lift, to the left, to the right, to the left, maybe in the middle. This is called a bridge. And then we're going to slowly bring that back, all the way back down to the mat. And let's create that back connection again, rolling the shoulder blades back, pulling the belly in, arms are nice and long, and slowly bringing the back up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up towards the ceiling, or if you're so lucky, the sky, if you're outside. And while we're pausing, take a nice deep breath in, focusing on the present, focusing on our deep breath in. Our breath is something we can connect with in times of joy, in times of stress. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. Bring that pelvis to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and then coming slowly all the way back down to the mat. Now we're going to work on some gentle inversions. I want you all to try it. If it's too much, you can come into that baby back roll, bringing your knees to your chest, falling out your back. Alrighty, so we are going to come up on our hips and slowly bring our feet towards the center, and then coming into a scissors pose. And then we're going to bring our feet to a gentle light cry, doing a little daydream. Perhaps we're in sunny California and it's only in the 70s with a beautiful breeze. Just enjoying a fun bike ride. Someone dropped their hat. We have to cry backwards now. One of her favorites. Right, in the center with those toes, and we're going to slowly come all the way back down. Legs are long. Let's roll those shoulder blades back again, creating that back connection. Arms are long, and we're going to move on to our one leg circle. So we're going to bring our right foot to the ceiling, and it is pointed. And we're going to, so you can do a large circle, coming around, pausing up at the top. This is a hip opener. Or you can do a small circle, perhaps the size of a basketball. Working on our flexibility, feeling a little stronger than yesterday. And ladies, please pause when you need to and make sure you're hydrating with your water. Let's reverse this circle. Do 10 more of these. 10, put it together. All right, let's point that foot towards the ceiling, towards the center, And we're going to pretend we have a 50-pound weight on it, do a little isometrics, and slowly bringing that leg all the way back down to the mat, nice and controlled. Alrighty, let's roll those shoulder blades back again so that our shoulder blades or scapula is connected to the mat. Bellies are a little tucked in, and we're going to shoot off that left leg pointing towards the ceiling, and again coming to that big beautiful circle, or maybe we're going to do a small basketball. Whatever feels best for you today. This is your own class. That's all good. Open up. Let's reverse that circle. Pausing up in the center, and then we're going to slowly, with control, bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. Let's bring our knees to our chest, coming to that baby back roll, feeling ever so grateful for this beautiful Friday morning, getting ready for the weekend, working on our flexibility right now. And let's grab those big toes, coming into happy baby, perhaps already starting to feel a little more flexible when we started the class minutes ago. All right, ladies, the next exercise we're going to do together is scissors. We're going to bring that right knee, right foot long, foot is pointed, and we're going to gently bring that right knee towards our nose, doing a beautiful stretch. Opposite leg is also pointed, and it's a few inches above the mat, and then we're going to switch it. Oh, I'm finally getting a nice breeze out here. All right, let's bring those knees to chest again. Coming in the baby back roll, rolling out that back. Coming into happy baby, grabbing those big toes. Always working on our flexibility. And as you've all probably imagined, yes, we're working on our core and our posture. Okay, we're going to come to one leg pull. So bring your right knee towards your chest, and I am pulling it with my hands. Opposite leg is long, a few inches above the mat. We're going to do a gentle pull towards your nose and switch it. Pull, pull. Pulling our belly in, pull, 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 pull. Pull together, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's rock or roll up, and we're going to come into an exercise now called rolling like a ball. And it's working on your spine, and it's supposed to make you feel like a little kid, like a playful exercise. I always say anyone under 6 would probably be impressed with this exercise. So anyone that has little ones, you can do this with them. So we're going to bring our hands together in prayer position and then open the book, and we're going to grab our ankles, and I will demonstrate this. We're just going to roll back on our scapula all the way back and then sitting up nice and tall. So let's do this 5 times. Everyone is at their own pace. Ready? And now we're going to come to a nice gentle stretch. Taking a little break. This is called pigeon. So we are bringing our left leg folded, and the opposite leg is long. And if you enjoy this stretch, you can stay right here. If you want a little bit more, you can stack your hands and come down on top of your hands, just enjoying that nice hip opener. And then slowly coming out of that, we're going to bring the opposite knee forward, the right knee. And again, you can enjoy the stretch here. If you want a little bit more, you can stack your hands, bring all the way down. And slowly coming up, we're going to move on to one of my favorite exercises. This is called mermaid. So we're sitting up on our side, and we are going to bring our left hand to our left ankle, right arm to right ear, and we're going to do a gentle stretch towards the ceiling or the sky, taking a deep breath in, and then bringing that arm into a rainbow stretch, and you'll feel a gentle pull right here of your obliques. It should feel really nice, just stretching our side out, our obliques, taking a deep breath in, and coming all the way back up, and perhaps you can stretch a little bit deeper, taking a deep breath in, and coming in with another stretch. Acting with our breath. And let's bring that arm all the way up one more time. Coming a little bit higher perhaps, or just enjoying that beautiful stretch of your obliques. Taking that deep breath in and exhaling. Focusing now on nothing else but your breath, living in the present, clearing your brain. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. Slowly coming out of that, and we're going to switch to the opposite side. So right hand is going to that right ankle, and then left arm is lining up right next to that left ear, And we're just going to do a little bit of a stretch towards the ceiling, taking that deep cleansing breath in and exhaling. Take another deep breath in. Letting it all go. Coming all the way back up again. Feeling, loving the flexibility this morning. Feeling that inner joy. Let's stretch a little bit more towards the ceiling or the sky. Taking that deep breath in. And exhale. All the way up again, taking another deep breath in, and breathing out. Maintaining that focus on our breath, feeling ever so strong this morning. Take another deep breath in, and exhale. All the way back up. This is your last time. Let's make it our best. Let's take that breath in and exhaling into the rainbow. Last breath in. Out of that. A little surprise, I'm sure we have some dancers in the group, or maybe someone that has the dream of being a Rockette for the day in New York City. We're gonna do a little fun dance together. Let's bring our feet flat on the mat and our knees are bent, and we are just bringing our knees to the right, to the left, to the right again, and then shooting them long. This is called can-can, ladies. Meet me in the middle. And now we're going the opposite side. We're going to take those knees to the left, to the right, to the left again, and then shoot them long. Center, and we're going to be doing that one more time. We're going to bring the knees to the right, to the left, to the right, and shoot them long and strong. And center again, and we're going to come to the left, to the right, to the left again, and shoot those legs long. Meet me in the middle. Let's place our legs to almost to the width of the mat, and feet are flexed. And we're gonna do a little daydream that we all are at a beach shop together, and we're getting those big beach balls. And we're doing an exercise called spine stretch forward. It is a classical Pilates stretch, not a ballet stretch. You're hinging forward over that big beach ball, coming center, shooting that tailbone out the opposite way, doing that beautiful two-way Pilates stretch. And then coming all the way up, one vertebra at a time, trying to lengthen your spine, pushing your hips into the mat. A great posture exercise. So we're going to do this a few times together. Let's take those arms out over that beach ball, coming forward. Shooting that tailbone out the opposite way. Beautiful two-way Pilates stretch. And then sitting up nice and tall, trying to lengthen that spine again, pushing your hips into the mat. We're going to do this A few more times together. It's coming forward. And then sitting up, lengthening that beautiful spine. Let's go for it one more time, girls. Coming forward. All the way back up. Now we're going to move into an exercise called crisscross. So we're going to stay in this position and let's bring our arms out to a T, rolling the shoulder blades back. Again, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to bring my right pinky towards my left toe pinky, and then coming center, rolling those shoulder blades back again and going the opposite way. Kind of wringing your spine out like a dishcloth. Do this 2 more times. Alrighty. Let's come back into that angry happy cat pose for a little bit. So hands are flat on the mat and our fingers are spread a little bit. Head is hanging between the arms, and we're going to bring it back up to a C curve, taking that deep breath in and then bringing the belly towards the mat. All the way up again. Taking that deep breath in. Up one more time, taking that deep breath in. Good. Up on our toes. It's a downward dog. Continuing to let that head hang gently between our arms. And we're going to walk our dog. So we're just going to bring one foot up at a time, bringing that whole foot to back down to the mat, doing that nice gentle stretch. It should feel really nice. Stretching those hamstrings. All right, now let's bring our chest forward. It's King Cobra, opening it up. And if it feels a little more gentle, you can bring your thighs back down the mat, just doing that nice gentle stretch. And now we're going to come back into downward dog, continuing to walk that dog out a little bit. And now let's just move forward into a plank. And if this makes your body angry, certainly bring your feet down to the mat. But let's try to hold our plank just for a few seconds. And remember, at any time, you can come into the baby back roll pose. Okay, let's come down to our knees, and we're going to come into an exercise called fire hydrant. Let's just bring our right knee up and back down. And now we're going to bring that right knee all the way up towards our seat. Nice gentle stretch. Now let's bring that right leg all the way out, and if you can, bring the opposite arm up for a nice balance move. And a more gentle way, of course, would be to maintain that left arm on the mat. Always some modifications. Bringing that arm all the way back down. Now we're going to move on to that left leg into that fire hydrant move. We're going to bring that left knee towards our seat. Now, if you want to try that balance move, you can bring that left leg long and just enjoy that stretch. Or if you want to go to the next level, you can take that right arm out, testing your balance. We're going to bring everything down, and let's come onto our bellies now, and we're going to go for a gentle swim. So let's bring our arms forward. Make sure the camera can see me, and our legs are going to come into a little gentle flutter along with our arms. Alrighty, so let's come into child's pose, bringing our forehead down to the mat. Arms are long, and let's just walk those fingers out, stretching out that spine, taking a deep breath in. Still a stretch, taking another deep breath in. Maybe you can walk those fingers out a little bit more. Another deep breath in. All right, ladies, I'm going to move on to just a little bit more core work, coming back into some classical Pilates. So let's take it down to the mat. Let's grab those thighs, and we're going to start off doing, of course, some more Pilates, but this is called the half roll down. So back comes into a C curve, and we're just rolling down a few inches until we feel our abdomen engage, and then coming all the way back up. Nice gentle stretch. Enjoy it. Okay, one more time. And now we're going to come into a full roll down. So legs are long and feet are flexed. Let's bring those arms forward and slowly hinging that back into a C curve, coming all the way back down to the mat. Arms coming over our head. That nice big stretch. Take a deep breath in. And then hinging all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming forward over those toes, and then sinking all the way back down to your mat. Up. One more time. And then coming all the way. Put those knees to the chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug. Rolling out that back. Grabbing the toes, and at the feet. exercise now called lower lift. Let's roll those shoulder blades back, connecting that back to the mat again. Belly is in, and we're going to shoot the legs. Feet are pointed towards the ceiling, and we're going to lower and create and lift in one. So the exercise is lower, 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 lift. Lower, 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 lift. Lower, 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 lift. Let's lower one. Now let's do three. 1, 2. Lower one. And then let's do three. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Maybe get a little lower and then lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Lowering one. And up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Lowering one. And up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Last time. Lowering one. Up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's turn our knees toward chest. Roll out that spine. Coming to happy gaze, grabbing those big toes. Take a deep breath in. And expel. All right, ladies, we're going to some leg work now. So we'll come into what we call in classical Pilates or banana pose. So we are on the side of our mat and our feet are coming forward. And we're just going to work on some leg lifts coming forward and back. And our body is perfectly still moving the mat. We're just moving that working leg forward and back, nice and slow, creating some beautiful resistance. Working on those legs, getting a bit stronger. Let's bring our feet together, legs pointed, and we're going to come all the way up, legs pointed, and then flexing back down. Bring this leg to a circle, working on our inner thigh and our hips. You can do a small circle, or you can do a big circle, pausing in the center, and then coming back down, brushing that foot, coming up all around. You should just feel a nice, gentle stretch. Now, popping up the top, we're going to reverse the circle. Now, we're going to put this working leg forward, and we're going to gently push that knee up maybe an inch, and point that foot towards the opposite foot. So now our working leg is the opposite leg. We're going to just do some gentle leg lifts up and down. Belly is tucked in. And then we're going to move on to some little circles. Reversing those circles. And now we are going to flip over to the opposite side. Coming back to that banana pose. Coming long on our mat. Feet are coming forward, and we're going to work with that, let the upper leg move forward and back. Leg on top. Foot is pointed. let's connect those feet. And we're going to work on our up and down. So foot is pointed coming up and flex coming down. We are making it to the end of our class. We're going to end with an exercise snack this morning and also some meditation. All right, let's bring that leg into a big, beautiful circle. Or again, you can do small circle, coming all the way up, pausing in the center, coming back down, brushing the opposite foot. Let's reverse that circle. All right, let's bring this working leg in, and we're going to bring up the knee maybe an inch, put that foot towards the opposite foot, so we can now work on the inner thigh, bringing that lower leg up and down. And then we're going to bring it into a small tense ball circle, and then reverse it. All right, ladies. So I just want to talk a minute about exercise snacks. So exercise snacks is a relatively new concept. And what it is to just do a simple exercise that you enjoy several times a day for maybe even 30 seconds or a minute, rather than thinking, oh, I was so busy today, I couldn't do a 45-minute or an hour workout. Because at the end of the day, it really is something that is an exercise is supposed to be something that's going to enhance your life, enhance your mobility, decrease your stress management, make you feel stronger. So it's part of a lifestyle to make you feel great. So you don't have to think you have to do an hour class. You could do little spurts of exercise throughout the day, even, instead of the elevator, taking the stairs, something like that. And it's really for everyone, but it's a great thought for people in the healing process or new to exercise, or just, of course, trying to live your best life. So planking or balance work is always at my front thoughts for exercise snacks. Right now, we're going to do some balance work. And if you are new to balance work, you can perhaps put your hand on a chair or a couch, because we do want you to be safe. And sometimes it is also easier off your mat on a flat surface. Let's roll the shoulder blades back, and we're just going to bring one knee up, holding the belly in and gazing at something, creating some balance. You can even be holding onto your kitchen sink, just gently, so that you're safe. And slowly bring that leg all the way back down, rolling the shoulder blades back, taking that deep breath in. Bringing that opposite knee up, pulling the belly in nice and tight, keeping your gaze on something fixed. that leg all the way back down to the mat. Let's widen our stance and bring our arms to the ceiling, taking that deep breath in, exhaling, bringing that big ball of energy to heart center, and coming back down to a sitting position. Closing our eyes, or perhaps you can lay down if that feels more comfortable. Closing your eyes, focusing on in the present, taking that deep breath in. Perhaps thinking of an energy color like the bright sun, maybe an orange or a yellow. Filling your heart with positive thoughts, the warmth from the sun, taking a deep breath in. Locking in with your breath in the moment, taking it up. Slowly opening your eyes. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me this morning in Pilates Fusion. I hope you feel energized with good energy, thinking positive, and enjoying Friday and your lovely weekend. Thank you so much again for coming to Pilates Fusion.